Henry Miller said, "I believe that today more than ever, a book should be sought after, even if it only has one great page in it. We must search for the fragments, splinters, toenails, anything that has ore in it, anything that is capable of resuscitating mind, body, and soul." Henry Miller. And I just like that mining image of the ore in the, the precious thing that you go underground for and locate that thing of value, that even if it's just a tiny bit. And that made me think about too that we're coming up on a full moon. I think it's day after tomorrow. And moons usually are about release. But I was thinking about, because they're also, to my mind, the moon card is about the unconscious, but about the ability or the willingness to bring that to consciousness. That's the whole shtick, in a way, is to get it up where you can see it. And, if it's really challenging, there it is, and you can deal with it because at least there it is. And the idea being, once you do that, then you can release it. If you don't get it up, you never can let it go. It'll just live and fester in your unconscious mind. If it's the crappy stuff. And to me, that's kind of devil energy. Not being willing to look at shadow, or being willing to do the hard work of getting it up and out, to look at it, to look at shadow. The parts of ourselves that we've maybe consigned to some kind of dark space. Get it up, befriend it somehow. World card. I love that. Last card in the major arcana. We're sort of starting with the Omega. Alpha, the beginning, Omega, the completion, and there it is. It's a card of Capricorn. It's not the shadow side of Capricorn, which is that I'll hang on to it, I won't let it go, or I'll hang on to this pattern, or this person, or this idea of myself, or my stature in life, what I think is what I've achieved. Capricorn. And it can also signify travel. I don't know if that will... Interestingly enough, one of the other things I wrote down was runaway horse. And that world card makes me think of travel, of closing out a chapter finally so that you can move. Devil energy, not moving. This kind of Capricorn, because all, every sign, every energy has a dark and a light aspect. And to think you could only work with the good, good luck with that. I think the best we can do is to lean toward the light. Just incline toward the light. Incline toward the light. Judgment card. Card of decisions, life-changing decisions, because this is all about waking up to the new life. Resurrecting something. It can signify forgiveness, second chances, the ability to hear. And I notice she is the bell. This skirt is the bell. And here's the trumpet. So it's almost like if you don't hear this, which is a little bit gentler, bong, bong, then you get the big, loud vibration. Wake up. Celestial alarm clock. Gabriel blowing the horn. People rising up out of the coffins. On some cards, it depicts just that. Okay. Hermit. We've got 3 major arcana right out of the bat. Head of the bat. Right out of the gate. This is hermit energy, Virgo energy. Ordinarily thought of as the person going into the cave or into retreat or, and this is on a lighthouse. This character is on a lighthouse, ordinarily seen as that archetype of hermit with the lantern, shining the light. Yeah. And lighthouses show you where the reef is. They can mark a harbor for sure, but you don't want to try to climb up on the rocks near a lighthouse. So there might be a slight implicit warning here. The bong bong of world, it's closed out, like honk, will you accept the new life? And follow the light on the end of this person's fishing pole. The light is like the bait. The thing that can encourage you to close out the cycle and come out of the, retreat. Hermit goes into the retreat to know themselves, to get self-knowledge, wisdom, and self-knowledge. That's the willingness to learn, to find the lesson. What was it he said? More than ever, a book should be sought after, even if it only has one great page in it. We must search for the fragments, the splinters, the toenail, anything that has ore in it. Page of Swords is that exact energy of being willing to look for something, to look at something, to look into something for the lesson, into something. This is earth energy. Page of Swords is air energy, but it's the same idea, sword energy. This individual is looking kind of out, in the sense of looking into, when they had the book, exactly. Even a book should be sought after, even if it only has one great page in it. There's a myth, and I don't know the tribe, but Native American idea that in the unfallen world, before things went to shit, maple syrup came straight out of the tree. You'd tap the tree and just hold your pancake out, and there it was. And then there was the fall. Then everything changed. And now, to get that sweet syrup takes 60 somethings. The ratio is 60 to 1, 60 gallons of the sap that you get out of the tree into your bucket. And then you have to boil it down and boil it down and boil it down. And it takes hours, unless you have a machine that, you can stir it in the pan. And the smoke from the pan is so sweet. But it's not anymore in that ratio of 1 to 1. It's not. We have to work for our sweetness. We have to sing for our supper. We have to find that one page, that one great page. It's no longer 1 to 1. It's no longer every page. We have to be discerning. And dig for it. Mine it. Mine for the ore. Work for the gold. Yeah. 9 of Pentacles. And really the gold is first and foremost in ourselves. 9 of Pentacles. The person who knows their value. Who has in fact, mined the ore within. It can be somebody who's self-sufficient financially. Somebody who's secure, whatever their environment. They've invested, they've worked on themselves. 9 are cards of the individual in earth energy. Capricorn. So this is somebody who's very secure enough to look into it, to mine any situation for things that resuscitate body and soul. Put in the hours reducing the sap into the syrup. Work for the sweetness. Emperor. Aries energy. I think there's something astrological going on with Mars, with Aries energy, which is always powerful and do it and all of that, you know. But this one is to me, the shadow side of Emperor. Puppeting all these people, you know, running the show, my way or the highway. I'm the big boss. And everybody else compared to, you know, nobody measures up. Card of divine masculine energy. Because can women be like this? You bet. Sometimes mothers can be like that. Lovers, sisters, daughters. You know, it's not about gender. And the Emperor is all the kings, all the energies that the kings represent. You know, this one is not only king and emperor. I mean, look at how he wears the crown. It's kind of me, me, me. It's ego in the sense of shadow side of ego. It's all about me. Me, 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 me. This individual would have none of that. You know, it's an independent energy. It's like, I'm good on my own. I can take care of myself. I don't need, because this can be a father archetype. You know, I don't need Big Daddy to tell me how to live, Pentacles energy. Or even like how to, I have sovereignty over myself, over my pentacle, my body, where I live. You know, it's kind of a bit of don't tread on me. Except this is so calm. This person is so secure, they can look inside and identify their own worth, their own sovereignty. Not this sovereign. Sovereign over myself. Nine in major arcana. The Hermit, earth energy. 9 in minor arcana, earth energy. And I love that. Very often we get those two together, and it's such a lovely combo. Okay, what are we learning about? 2 of Swords. How to make decisions. This person's been at a crossroad for a long time. Considering this, considering that. Should I go, see their kind of hum, which way? And it's taken so long. The birds have come and nested in his hat. Now, birds are messengers from ancestors. So there's a message trying to come through in sword energy. A lesson, a message. This is a new way of looking at it, a beginner's mind. And perhaps mining that idea for something new that'll kind of get us off dead center, off our butts. Somebody needs to get off their butt. Or just out of their head. There's something about the birds there. And didn't I see a bird? Yeah, okay. There's the other bird. Bird in the hand. Nine of Pentacles person would not be stuck too long considering it. You know, they wouldn't second guess themselves. To me, that's what Two of Swords, second guessing yourself. This person doesn't second guess themselves. They're not stubborn, they're grounded. There's a difference. This aspect of Emperor can be very stubborn. Okay. What are we talking about here on Emperor, please? Okay. Ace of Swords. That's great. That's a revelation. It's also, you know, I mean, here, he's not holding a sword. He, she, they. It's a key. It's knowledge. It's knowledge that can work its way into our self and then back out again. It's a truth that we can, you know, we swallow the sword, basically. We unlock our own minds to know ourselves. Knowing ourselves, we know the whole shebang, you know, that Capricorn energy of the whole world. It's right there in our hand. That's a nice sort of philosophical, you know, almost like a haiku, but what does it mean on world, please? Temperance. It's all about timing and balance. Synthesis. Some kind of, see, under the umbrella, these two birds, again with the birds, but they're under one umbrella. It's a blend of two things. In traditional Rider-Waite, two vessels being blended, you know, there's sort of an alchemical exchange of some kind. It's a card of peace, harmony, balance, blend. It's kind of like peace on earth. The World card can signify also a year. We do have the World and the Moon. You know, these two, the two birds and the two planetary objects. So there's kind of, it can be a year, but a year is made up of, you know, these moon phases, which are feminine energies. Divine timing, maybe a year. What about the year? Is it time for us to come out of seclusion? Hermit card with a deeper knowledge of ourselves, of our core self, not of our, you know, the face maybe we show the world. In this case, this is a face we show the world, earth energy. But it's a really good, we've mined ourselves. Resuscitating body and soul. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, all these sword energies make great sense. It's her suit. She's discerning. She's looking into the future. She's sitting on this balloon, which looks for all the world, like this globe. It's almost like she's seeing, he, she, they, into the future, this air sign person with their telescope. You know, heading toward safe harbor, because this marks where the rocks are. You know, you can see where the rocks are and go around it. There's something kind of, a lot of circumnavigating energies here. Somebody may literally live at that kind of distance from you. But in the same way, Queen of Swords looks into things. She's discerning. She knows what's true. What's true? Looks outward and inward. You know, unafraid to, well, we talked about the inventory, you know, to know herself. Because when you mine, particularly the unconscious on this full moon, what do I release? You have to know it first in order to be able to release it. Queen of Swords, absolutely willing to know. You know, for good or ill, I want the truth. And maybe that will help me make this decision. And maybe where I really have to look is inside. And then also be discerning about the truths other people tell you. Is it true? That kind of question. There's a lesson here. On 9 of Pentacles. Wow, wow. We got a ton. Hang on just a sec. Okay, bottom of the deck, King of Cups. Hold the phone. I don't want to fall out of the chair on camera. That wouldn't be good. If I do, I'll have to stop. Okay. Wow, that was a stretch. A stretch. 8 of Swords. This is going to be hard because I don't even have enough room to put them down. 8 of Swords. Some sort of mental constraint. King of Swords. We have a match on the board. King and Queen of Swords. See how he's got one eye covered by the bird? It's like monocular vision, and that's what she has too. It's not binoculars. It's that one focused, you know, almost like a, well, shining the light on something else. King of Pentacles, in a feminine aspect. Could be, and we have 9 of Cups, so we have all kinds of personal energies here. This is what makes somebody personally happy or fulfilled emotionally. That's on King of Swords, who isn't really known for, or not at first, known for their open-hearted nature. That's not the first thing they reveal, because in some ways, this person is stuck in their head. They're in that mental trap. But the whole read is all about being willing to look into it. You know, and even to sit at the crossroads as long as you have to, in order to make the decision or know which direction to go in. But that may have gotten this person really overthinking things. They're the bird. They have the wings in that 8 of Swords. So the overthinking may have, like, in some ways, blinded them or partially blinded them to some kind of truth. And it could be about what makes them happy. Turning a blind eye to their own happiness. This goes on 9 of Pentacles. It's a feminine on the card, and gender is in tarot. It just doesn't matter. You have to fill it in for yourself. And not every read is for everybody. You know, it might be your read, but it might be your read from something that happened away in your past. Pentacles speak to time, you know, or something that's gonna unfold. The timeline will be different for everybody watching, but, you know, the readings tap into enough archetypal energy that whatever the story is, it's resonant. It's resonant. bong, bong. It's almost like at the on New Year's, you know, when they drop the ball. At least that's in in the States, in the United States, that ball drops in Times Square right at midnight. And then everybody goes, toot, and, you know, all hell breaks loose. All right. This is on the King of Cups. We have Magician. We have Knight of Cups. We have Five of Wands. And the Hierophant. 5 in Major Arcana, 5 in Minor Arcana. This is a card of working things out. And again, of waiting. It's almost the same hum, you know. Where'd it go? Trying to decide your next move. You know, having some strategy for how to play the game. Something like that. You know, repositioning. Because Five of Wands is a card of working things out. There's a need for change, and this is the time it takes to figure out the next move. So maybe I misjudged the energy here a little bit because I was like impatient with this person at the crossroads. Perhaps the King of Swords or the Queen of Swords or both of them, because they both, you know, the chess implies two people figuring out the next move. You do this, I'll do that. You do this, how do I do that? How do I protect myself? How am I defensive or aggressive? And it doesn't necessarily mean aggressive like in, I mean, I'm not a good chess player, but I enjoy playing it, and I can't get anybody to play it with me. Everybody keeps saying, oh, do it online. It's not quite the same thing. Hierophant. That's listening to higher power, you know. That's listening. When the alarm clock goes off, that celestial alarm clock, we're going to attend. And this is a card of the teacher and of the lesson, like this one. Like this one. Where'd you go? Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Oh man, I may have shuffled her back in. The one on the lighthouse. Well, you saw it. More earth energy here in the Hierophant. It's Taurus. But it's also about taking the lesson, and it's also about the book. The book of life. Getting the lesson from higher power. Mining the books. Right? For the ore, for the bright, shiny lesson. I'm still sort of looking for that. That Hermit card. Okay. Mining it for the bright, shiny lesson. And it looks like King of Cups is trying to manifest an open heart, because King of Cups tends to be a bit reticent and nervous and unsure. These sharks in the belly. You know, is it safe? We've got the boat here. Is it safe for me to feel? Sharks in the belly. Thought I had an image of sharks in the belly. Well, this is keeping you in safe harbor. You know, that Virgo energy is affording protection to somebody. Also a card of Virgo. Earth energy. We have a lot of earth energy here. With Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, we have the complete panoply of, you know, the trifecta of earth signs. So this guy is all about trying to manifest love in their life, the ability to give it and receive it, because equally both aspects make this person nervous. And you see the top of the head is cut off. I think they're moving from the kind of overthinking place to a different way of assimilating knowledge, King of Swords. And it includes happiness, softness, water energy, feelings energy. And there they are as King of Cups. This is a card of Gemini, Virgo, of what do we bring through? You know, as above, so below. What do we manifest in the world? And I just have to do this last one and then we're done. Queen of Pentacles. So we have King and Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Swords. Magician is Gemini, Virgo, Pentacles and Swords. As above, so below. Don't just think about it. Don't just think about it. You know, there's an instruction here from higher power in earth energy to, we have so many of them, and there's the King somewhere. Yeah, here we go. King and Queen of Swords. This embodiment, you know, it's sort of like be the incarnation. You know, there's a quote, we must be the peace that we want in the world, something like that. The peace on earth. Peace on earth. The peace that we want in the world. It's a tall order, but, you know, that's what we're here for. We continually work on it. You know, it has to be renewed. We continually have to mine it to get the syrup. Anyway, where's my button? Okay, let me just quickly go over the signs. We have Taurus in the Hierophant, Sagittarius in Temperance, divine timing in this umbrella. I like that. And it's almost like the umbrella is like her skirt, their skirt. Capricorn in the World card. Virgo in Hermit. The willingness to look within and without, Queen of Swords. Aries in the Emperor. And there's this great softening in divine masculine, like the opening of the heart, you know, that's the new truth. That's something that this sword energy person, perhaps both of them, have incorporated. It's a new way of thinking about things. New way. Page of Swords. Beginner's mind. I like this reading. It's cohesive. I don't know if I explained it very well. Aries and Emperor. Virgo, Gemini. Virgo again. Capricorn, blah, blah, blah. I think we've done them all. Judgment, second chance. Forgiveness. Right? Bless our hearts. I'll see you next time. Yeah, go like this, subscribe. Come back. I'll be here.